I'm Brad. He's Justin. Our names didn't change or our locations,
Ooh.
but name of our show did. It is Kiss My Glass, where it's just two knucklehead brothers talking about hoops and acting like we know what we're talking about. So let's jump into it. Again, hopefully you've been having a good sports week at least, brother. I know last time we talked about the potential of the OKC possibly breaking the single season win record, and unfortunately for you guys, right after that, Spurs knocked you off and you guys won. Obviously, single season record is not the goal for the OKC Thunder, but just real quick off the top, how did you feel about that game? First game with your starting five, so that was
Well,
interesting.
I thought it was kind of the game we needed, to be honest with you. Iron sharpens iron. The Spurs are a good team, and we're gonna face their best if we meet them in the playoffs. And we're gonna face them three more times in the next month or so. And so it gave us a little like foresight into what we're gonna see from them. Um And the next game's probably even tougher. Wemby will probably be starting rather than coming off the bench. He'll probably play more minutes.
Yep.
And so I don't I don't think that the only thing that concerned me of this game with OKC was we got up big and we let them get back in it. I should say we really let them get back in it because Wemby just came and kind of took
Yeah,
over
they
for a good
worked. Yeah.
minute there. So, but we were in control. They lost control, and then from there was really a back and forth game. It was,
Yeah.
it really was
It
back
was a
and
great
forth.
game down the end,
It was
down
a
the
great
stretch.
game down the stretch, and that's the kind of game you want to see.
Yep.
So it's an L. I mean, my confidence meter
Yeah.
and my percentage probably went down to 85%. I was at what, 88%,
Yeah.
87, something like that. I'll take it down a notch, go to
All right.
85%. Like you said, that's
Oh,
not our goal. The goal is the championship. And the only
yeah.
way to get there, especially for OKC and teams in the West, is to, beat teams like San Antonio and
That's
teams
right.
like Denver and shit like that and stuff like that. So, you know,
Those are the teams you're going to
it's
face,
okay.
though.
It is what it is. I mean,
Yeah.
we go back, we meet again, we beat them. We got a good big
Yeah.
Christmas Day game against them
We
on
have
a
three
back to
more
back with
matchups in
them.
the next 4 weeks. There's three more games. They play three more
So
times. So it's gonna be
it's
a
gonna
lot
be
of
great.
fun.
Yeah,
What I took away from the game, and you really can't take a lot away from regular season games, but every now and then you can, right?
right.
What I took away from it is, like you said, OKC kind of took their foot off the gas, I think, a little bit. But at the same time, San Antonio got some confidence to say, hey, we can hang with these guys,
Oh
right?
yeah,
Now, whether that results in them actually competing in the playoffs and pushing OKC or not remains to be seen. But what I think it does is give them a little confidence to say, hey, we're a young team, we're on the way up, we won this game, we can hang with these guys, right? And I think it gives some other teams that weren't even in the game some confidence to go, okay, all right, there might be one little chink in the armor, and that is complacency, which happens with every championship team, especially when you're blowing everybody out by 17 points a night, right?
right.
On the flip side, I think OKC can walk away saying, hey, it took their best shot.
Took
It
everything.
it took everything for them to beat us. So we're good. We're good.
Right.
And the
I
other
don't
thing I
think we're
would say is
sweating.
that no, the only thing I would say is it seemed to me like OKC came just from their body language and from when I was watching, and maybe I'm reading too much into it. OKC kind of felt like we're just going to show up and win. We're just going to we're here. We showed up. SGA was kind of just the body language at the beginning of the game was a little bit like, shit, here we go. These guys had no chance, and the game kind of started out that way, and I think they maybe started feeling themselves just a little bit. And San Antonio, like I said, they got like you said, they got the rhythm going. San Antonio
I
got
think
back into it.
I think maybe it just appeared that way because Their game's just kind of smooth. That's just
Yeah,
me.
whatever. You're a fool. All right.
Just
Either way,
smooth. Looks a little lazy because it's smooth.
it was a great game. It was a
It
great
was
game,
good.
and
Really
hopefully,
good.
hopefully we get another two great games next weekend or next week when they play. I believe it's what Tuesday and
Christmas.
Thursday they play. So
Yeah.
yeah, they play Christmas, and then they play 2 days before that too,
Yep.
on the 23rd. So should be some fun. Um, Congratulations to the New York Knicks. You won the NBA Cup. Even bigger congratulations to the New York Knicks. They did say that they are not going to hang that banner inside MSG. They'll probably put it in their practice facility or something like that. So kudos to you for not embarrassing yourself and putting that thing up in MSG. Now, there's some other teams, Charlotte Hornets, New Orleans Pelicans, teams like that. Had they won it, hang that shit up in your arena because that's the closest you're going to get getting a banner for a long time. Uh, all right, let's talk about ESPN's top five, as we usually do to kick off Kiss My Glass. I sent it
Yep.
over in the chat. I'll run it down real quick and then we'll give our takeaways on what we agree with and what we would change. So, again, no surprise, number one, OKC. Number two, Detroit. Number three, they had Denver. Number four, they had San Antonio. And number five, they have Houston. Um, I'll open it up to you. What do you like about the top five ESPN put out? What would you change? And who are your top five?
I like the teams that are in it.
Okay.
Um, I have all those teams in my top five, but I'll
Okay.
move Denver. I'll move all of them above Detroit. Every single one of them I'll put above
Okay.
Detroit. There's no
Okay.
doubt about it. I'll go Denver, San Antonio, Houston.
All right. All right. Um, it's hard to argue with that top five. At the same time, can't believe I'm saying this. The Knicks have looked pretty good lately.
Yeah,
And they just beat San Antonio last night.
yeah.
So the argument could be made maybe the Knicks need to move up into the top five and bump one of those other teams out. If I was, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say obviously OKC's number one. I don't even think we need to discuss that.
Notice I
I
didn't
would
mention
also,
them.
yeah, I would move Detroit down as well. Um, I will put Denver above. Yeah, I put Denver at two. They've looked pretty strong lately. They still have Joker. They beat Houston the other night, although it was on some controversial calls that the NBA admitted. NBA, let's pause for a second. NBA, why do you do this shit to yourself? Why? You're the dumbest mother. I know why you do it. I know why you do it. Because people talk about the shit. That's why. Other than that, there is no reason for you to put out the last 2 minute report. That's the dumbest shit in the world. Hey, we're gonna tell on ourselves. You morons! Don't ever take the NBA out, commit no crimes.
Transparency.
They're gonna snitch on your ass. Anyway, all right, so back to the top five. I got obviously Thunder number one. I'm gonna go Nuggets number two. I'm gonna move Houston in front of San Antonio at number three. I'm gonna have it's a toss up. I'm taking the Detroit out. I got San Antonio at number four, even though they lost to the Knicks, and I'm moving the Knicks into the number five spot. Now, what I wish I would have been able to do, but clearly did not happen because we fell flat on our fucking face last week, was I wish I could have put the Celtics in the top five. But after we talked about them and they went on that great run and we gave them some praise, they did what
That,
every team that gets praised on I Could Be Wrong Sports does. They went and laid a fucking egg. They
yep.
just bombed, and it's unfortunate. So they are, I would say, maybe on the fringe of the top 10, but definitely not top five material anymore. Hopefully they get back up there. All right, so those are our top five compared
I
to
like it.
ESPN's top five. We would like to know what you think. Who are your top five? And tell us where we were right or where we were wrong. Let's talk about the East for a minute.
Yep.
Uh, the beasts of the East. Do you feel like the the Eastern Conference is turning into a two-team race between Detroit and New York? Or are there any other teams that you would throw in there right now?
Um, it's really good question. Because you got Detroit with 5 losses, Knicks with 7 losses. So, but then you got teams ranked 3 through 6, all with 11 losses.
Yeah.
It only seems they're far behind, but it's the Eastern Conference. I'm gonna say I don't think they're running away with it. Nah, no, I don't think they're running
Oh,
away with it.
okay.
Um, Boston's still not fully healthy. You know, they'll get
No.
better. Um,
Okay.
Magic have been playing better as of late. They didn't start the season great at all.
No.
For a while there, they had a losing record. Now they're 15-11 in the 5 seeds. So, no, I don't think they're running away with it. I think honestly,
Okay.
everyone better be continue to pay attention to Orlando because they were the 1 seed in the NBA Cup for the Eastern Conference, and
Yeah.
Knicks happened to beat them. Great win, but Orlando's been playing well as of late.
They've been playing pretty decent. They're 6-4 in their last 10. Looking at the Eastern Conference, the reason I brought it up, I asked, is because if you look at the East, right, um, there are only two teams currently in the East that have a winning streak longer than one, and that is New York and Detroit. Detroit has four in a row. New York has five in a row. There are only, looks like, four teams in the East right now that have a winning record over their last 10 games. One of those is Boston, but I feel like without JT, we can't really put Boston in that category yet. The other one is Orlando, but again, they're at 6-4, so just above 500 in their last 10. So that's why I brought it up. I feel like it doesn't really seem, maybe it doesn't feel like that, but when you kind of look at the numbers, it's almost like, okay, these are the two teams in the East, and everybody else is just kind of hoping that one of those teams falls apart, or a big trade's got to happen for somebody to make up some ground,
Yeah,
in my opinion. So I don't think either one
I
of them. I
feel
don't
you.
think anybody in the East has a chance against the top teams in the West, like we talked about last week. So it's all about who wants to go get slaughtered in the finals at this point. But hey, whatever. At least,
You froze. There
oh,
you
there
are.
you go. You're back. You're back.
You're back.
All right. All right. So, yeah. That's the East. That's the East right there. Okay, let's talk about we're at about the quarter, we're a little past the quarter point of the season. Okay.
Yep.
Who would you say is your quarter point MVP right now? I know they don't pick at this point in the season, but if we were maybe given our top two candidates, who would you go with?
Top two candidates.
Yeah. Or I mean, if you just want to give one, that's fine.
Well, I'm definitely going SGA, and not just because I'm an
Okay.
OKC fan. I mean, he's just playing that great of basketball. The
Yeah.
dude's averaging over 30 points, and he's averaging
So,
like 3 minutes of fourth quarter. You know,
yeah.
they're 24-2. Come on, Jokic clearly.
Okay.
Um, Brunson's playing great
All right.
ball. I could you
Brunson's
could
been
throw
playing
him
pretty
up there.
good.
He's been playing really good ball. Um, Wimby hasn't played enough this season to be say like, yeah, he's an MVP candidate. Those are the guys at the top of my list right now. Um,
Okay.
so
Yeah, I like
that's
it. I can't argue with it. I think SGA is obviously he's the defending MVP, right? So he picked up right where he left off, hasn't skipped a beat. So yeah, I mean you got to put him up there. I think because of OKC's record, probably SGA is the leader in the clubhouse right now. If you're going off individual stats and a team having a good record, then I mean, it's hard to argue Jokic because um, he's he's averaging a triple double, killing it, carrying Denver. So I think those two are the ones that are really the two that it's going to come down to, just like it did last year. But had Wemby not missed that stretch of games that he missed, I think that he could very well be in the conversation as well,
Easily.
um, because of the impact that he makes on both ends of the floor um, in every game. So last night was a little different. His team was actually minus 18 with him on the floor last night in the 25 minutes he played, which is surprising. The Spurs were winning that game, and then the Knicks rallied and came back and won. So kudos to the Knicks. All
Sounds
right.
familiar.
Yeah, sounds familiar. Hey, who was it? The other night. Oh my gosh, I gotta. So we're talking about the Celtics, right? After we gave them all their kudos, they went and they lost to. Oh my gosh, where is it? They lost to the Bucks. They blew a double digit lead, ended up losing to the Bucks the night after we talked last week.
Okay.
Okay. Kudos to the Bucks. No Giannis, came back, beat the Celtics by 15.
Wow.
Okay. What did the Bucks do their very next game on Sunday?
Gonna get blown out by
Mm,
15?
Motherfuckers lost by 45 points to the Nets. The Nets.
Who were 7 and
God,
18. Wild.
man, why couldn't y'all get blown out by the Celtics and then come back and beat the Nets? That's the way it was supposed to go. Learn how to
Too
read the
funny.
script, damn it. Son of a bitch.
Too
Anyways,
funny.
yeah, I just felt, I was like, are you kidding me? They came back and kicked our ass, and then they go lose to the Nets by 45. What the hell? So, all right. So, yeah, I would agree with you. SGA is probably MVP.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's talk about the record watch, the confidence meter. So, you guys got two losses now. You doubled your loss total over the last week. Unbelievable. Your your confidence last week, I believe you said, was at an 88%. You
Yeah.
might have mentioned
88.
it earlier that it dropped down to like 85. I want to get a firm percentage on breaking the record.
85. I'll go 85. That's my
85.
percentage. I'm
All
not
right.
going any lower than that right now.
All right. All right. All right. I like it. I jumped up to a 70. I think it was 70, 75 last week. This might surprise you. Even with the loss, I'm going to jump up.
Ooh.
I'm going to bump it up. I'm going to bump it up. The main reason I'm going to bump it up is because the OKC Thunder are openly talking about this is something they're chasing, which means they're going to do it. So I'm going to go, oh, I can't go as high as you yet. Not yet, but I'm going to go pretty close. I'm going to go with 81%.
Ooh.
81% that they break the
Let's
record.
go. Let's go.
Now, now, what I hope for your sake, and only because the Celtics aren't fully healthy, and I don't think that they'll have a chance if they're not fully healthy. Um, what I hope for your sake is that the OKC Thunder do face some adversity throughout the season, though, because what you don't want to have happen is the first time you face adversity is against a really good squad in round two of the playoffs, and it come back to bite you in the ass. So,
Yeah.
hopefully they not that I, not I'm not saying I hope they lose some games. Obviously I hope they lose to the Celtics, but what I'm saying is I hope there's some games where they have to figure out a way to come back, battle back. They're not just out there waxing everybody all night long, all season long. And when the playoffs come and they get in a couple tight games, it's like, oh, uh-oh. That's what this feels like again. Uh-oh.
Right.
You know, because Denver took them. Denver took them to seven. It was
7.
that was a really
That was a
good
tough
series.
series.
Indiana. I think OKC would have won even if Halliburton didn't get hurt, but Indiana pushed them. So now they're better this year. So it remains to be seen what will happen in the playoffs. You just don't want to. You don't want to wait until the playoffs to find out. Damn, can we handle adversity?
Yeah.
You want to
You
know
want
that
to
you
be
can do
battle
it before you
tested.
get there. You want to be tested before you get there, is what I'm saying.
That's
But
right.
yeah, I'm gonna go as far as breaking the record. I think it's almost a done deal. If it weren't for the potential of injuries or something like that, I'd say 99%. That's how
Right.
confident I am they're going to break the record. But, it's a long season, so we'll see. Um, all right, that's really all I had for Kiss My Glass this week, brother. You got anything?
Yes, actually.
Go for it.
Well, I'm actually spectacularly excited about NBA expansion possibilities, which Adam Silver
Oh,
announced
yes.
earlier today that they'll be deciding on in 2026, two possible locations, and probably will be likely destinations, Seattle and Las Vegas. Just so everyone knows, I will not be switching back to Seattle. I am OKC for life, bro. OKC for life. And if any of you Thunder fans flip the switch, go to Seattle, let's just say they get a franchise back, good riddance to you freaking traitors. But, anyways, I'm pumped about it. I think it'll be good for the league.
Are they really traders? I mean,
Yes.
the franchise kind of was traders to them first.
Oh, well. I forgive the
Now,
franchise.
all right, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Had the Thunder not won the championship last year, would you still feel the same way? Or would there be a possibility that you go back? Let's say they're like, all right, let's say they pull the Browns and they say, all right, the new team's going to be in Seattle.
Yeah.
They're going to be called the Seattle Supersonics. All of their records go back to the Sonics, like they did with the Hornets.
Yeah, I don't
Is
think so.
would there be a possibility at that point that you were like, you know what? We haven't won a championship yet. I get a chance to reset, go back to Seattle, go back to my roots. No?
Nah.
What if you guys sucked?
But you know why? I just don't like the place of Seattle anymore. The older I
Oh,
got into adulthood, Seattle to me,
grunge. Yeah. All right. Whatever. Yeah, I was trying to see. You know, I meant to talk about that with you, not necessarily on the podcast here, but I meant to text you about that
yeah, yeah.
in expansion. Las
Team in
Vegas.
Vegas though? Woo.
Las Vegas. Now let's talk about that for a minute, right? With all the betting stuff going on right now, right? You got the Terry Rozier stuff going on. You got the Chauncey Billups stuff going on. You got all these different investigations, all these different eyes on the NBA and
Yeah.
sports in general when it comes to gambling. If you were commissioner of the NBA, as lucrative as the market is, because there's always going to crowd in Las Vegas, right? It's not like there's not people there. Would you, right now in this moment in time, consider having your new franchise in Las Vegas, or would you probably steer away from Las Vegas for a little while?
Oh, I would. Absolutely. I still would.
You still go? Okay.
I think, listen, at some point as a league, right, you have to trust that the players who are adults and also contractually obligated to do the right thing, that they're going to do the right thing. And if they don't, it's pretty evident they'll find out and there'll be consequences. Is it a good look? No, but I mean, these major
Yeah.
sports leagues are
Okay.
always going to have something that, casts a shadow over like their product quality. But
Okay.
No, I would still do it. I mean, it's a
Okay.
market that you want to be in my
Booming.
opinion.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, the money's there. So if as a league commissioner, someone who's gonna, and then you got obviously the franchise owners, probably shareholders, they're gonna want to be in a market that's gonna generate revenue. So yeah,
Okay.
I'd still go with Vegas and like say
All right.
just trust that people are going to do the right thing, and when they don't, just trust that every protocol you have is in place is designed to catch it and squash it.
All right. All right. Yeah, I think I'd probably do it as well. At the end of the day, for these companies, are a business, and
Yeah, exactly.
the 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 dollar is the king. Cash is king. So, I think they'll go. I think that if they do put a team there, they'll probably be watched a lot more. Like that, there's going to be heightened security around those. The communications between those players and other people and things. I think more so than other teams possibly, just because of their proximity to sports books and things like that. But we'll see. My other question was not necessarily gambling related, but let's say they announce, because obviously this season runs into 2026, right? So they could possibly announce this towards the end of this season. Do you think, because he's already said he wants to own a franchise there, if they announce that the expansion team is going to go to Las Vegas, do you think LeBron says, "All right, that's it, I'm out. I'm going to go try and be an investor with this franchise," or do you think he keeps playing?
No, he's not going to keep playing. I think he'd take advantage
Yeah, I
of
think
that
he's out either way.
opportunity. Yeah, he's
Okay.
going to be done either way, like you said. But within the opportunity like that, I think the decision just becomes even easier.
Okay. Yeah, I think that would be like the final nail in the coffin for him to say, you know what? Yep, I'm done. I'm about to go hang out with Tom Brady in Las Vegas.
Yeah, well, I was just going to say that.
All right. All right, cool. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Well, in that case, then I will get us out of here. I appreciate you getting together with me, bro, and chatting some sports. It's
Yes, sir.
fun as always. We'll get together on Saturday, hopefully after a Seattle win tomorrow night. And we will talk all things NFL Saturday morning. In the meantime, everybody, don't forget division is a math problem. It should never be a people problem. And please be kind. It is free, even if you are talking to